Welcome to Kerbal Space Program 1.02. The full version has been fully released now. So I thought, let's start a new Let's Play. Let's see if I am any better at this than I was before. I'm not very good at this. In fact, I'm really bad at this game. I need your help, guys. I need your advice and your direction, and tell me where I'm going wrong. So this is your Let's Play as much as mine. Help me to get through this. So we're starting on normal difficulty level, so everything is going to be as per normal. I'm not going to do any flight reversions though, so if I did something wrong, if I kill a kerbanalt, if I just build something wrong and it doesn't work, then we're stuck with it, we're keeping it. I'm keeping the option to revert in case there is any issues outside of the game that's caused it. So if I get called away because I've got a young daughter that I have to sometimes see to, then and that messes it up, then that flight will be reverted. Or if there's a bug or the game crashes or something, obviously we can revert it at that point. So here we go. We are going to start. I think we start with these records, which we'll achieve as we go through. Launch the first vessel and gather scientific data. We'll grab those two. That puts us up to 50,000. We're going to build a basic ship, which will consist pretty much of a couple of goo tanks on either side of our ship. We will select our engineer, Bill, as our pilot, and that's all we're going to do for this first flight. We're going to gather a bit of data from there. So normally each episode will be one launch, whether that takes 10 minutes, half an hour, whatever. But for these first few episodes, we're pretty much just going to really quickly jump through these things. Just to grab the EVA report here, grab some science. If we take all the data and then store all of our experiments, and it allows us, oh no, there we go, EVA report. We can grab another one, jump in. We can grab another crew report for what it's worth there. Observe another goo, and we're done. So just trying to get some science done really quickly, just so that we can add some of these things in. So we've got 13.2 science from there, got all of our money back, and Bill's great gaining XP. Grab into the sciences, and now we can get a science junior with that science and additional rocketry parts. That'll do for now. We're very quickly going to do the same thing, except we're going to grab a science junior on there, and we're going to throw in a scientist. Exactly the same procedures. Ah, now we're in trouble. He fell off. I don't think... No. Oh, maybe he can actually. Grab. Board. Phew! Pointless anyway, didn't need any of that science. Anyway, recover the vessel. Brilliant, another 7.7. And we got all our money back. And Bob gained an XP. Brilliant stuff. Now we're going to have to be a little bit more than we were. We are going to add a parachute. Always remember to add a stage for the parachute. Got a couple of sciences, got a couple of goos. We're just going to stick the flea on the bottom. Nice and cheap, 320. That'll get us off the ground, which is all we need to do. Quick check to make sure there's nothing else we need to add on. I don't think there is. Yep, that should do it. And this time we will have Jebediah. And as we're going to leave the surface, we're going to name this one. So we're going to call it Hop. So if you want to give me a hand with anything, any advice or anything, or even just mention in the comments, then I will be naming these ships after the people who have placed help for me. So that will be something for you to aim for, hopefully. Make you feel part of what is your Let's Play as well as mine. So the plan for this one, I want to see what do you got. Mono propellant, that's a very good point. Always get rid of the mono propellant if you don't need it. No particular concerns. Oh, we actually achieved something there. Oh, look, we got a whole bunch of money because we did some science and sent it back. Got it back even. And we'll launch that ship. Okay, so off we go. Grab a goo. Grab an observation from there. Still going up, I think. A few altitude records achieved. I should have tipped it over a bit and got it over water, then we could have done. See, go that way a bit. Go that way a bit. Nothing else we can do apart from deploy the chute, which we will do now. Wow, there's still weight-wise more resistance. There we go. We're tipping it up the right way around now. So we may lose what's left of the solid fuel booster as we come down. That chute should deploy bigger. There it goes. Took a while to fill up then. And as it comes down, make our landing 6.5 meters per second. That'll do. Check out the mystery goo. Still at the launch pad apparently. That's a shame. So no point getting any of the other crew reports. Did I not get a crew report while I was in the air? Idiot. Never mind. We'll get that next time. And we'll recover that one. So what do we get? We got 29.5 science. We got 100% of all of our parts back. Obviously we did lose a little bit of fuel, but that was it. And Jebediah got an XP. We also got launched our first vessel, a bunch of money, some science, and some what do you call that thing? Reputation. Speed record, altitude record. Brilliant. Any contracts? No new contracts. So our next flight, it's really got to be aiming for a suborbital. Just check the science. We can afford engineering 101. So we'll grab that. We can afford stability. We'll grab that. And we can't afford the additional rocketry. Should have got that one before that one. If we did the crew report while flying, we would have got that. Never mind. Right, so next plan is a bit more ambitious. So we're going to build now a rocket for a suborbital. So we need to think a little bit more about the aerodynamics of the ship. We've got to think a bit more about the survivability of the ship as well. So we're going to stick a couple of those on, and I like to put those two on, no, the other way around in fact. Put those up there. Put that one down there. So I've got two separate parachute systems. Yeah. In here, we'll open those up, and we will install our goo in there. That's it. Close them up. Make sure that's all good. Lovely. And now we're going to go for some fuel tanks. Wanted the bigger fuel tanks. Four of those. Wanted the better engine as well. It's going to be tough. Might not make it, but we'll see. It's going to be really, really tough, but we'll see. Yeah, all good with those. Don't think we need to worry about a heat shield. Stack decoupler. Good point. Let's have the ability to get rid of all those fuel tanks. I know the engine's expensive, but one definitely needed the other one. Never mind. Weight. What's the weight? 8.1 tons. Should be okay, I think. So that goes off, then that blows, then that goes off, then that blows, and then we get that one and that one. Crew, we are going to set Valerie to do this flight, and we'll call this Sub 1. Okay, so I think we're ready. Let's try it. Oh, actually, hold on. Yeah, we'll be fine. Right, Valerie, let's hope you can control this. SAS on. I'm going to put the booster up to full for when we go up. Oh, that's good. That booster is moving us at a fair rate, which I was a little bit worried that it wouldn't. Get rid of it and then fire that one, and we're just going to tip over just a little bit. No, we're not going to tip over a lot. Okay, now we are in trouble. And cut it. Right, this was not a successful flight, everybody. Right, well, thank goodness that that's over. No more fuel, we can't do any more damage. Okay, so let's open this up and let's do a mystery goo from here. Brilliant. And now close it. Observation bay. We'll reset that experiment. So we're gonna land in water, I think. So I'm gonna try and save this rocket and everything. May have enough, so we'll deploy that chute there. Oh, that's ready to open up. That'll then take some of the speed off. And then we'll let the other ones off. And they'll take some of the speed off as well. That should be a fairly soft landing as long as there's enough depth of water. We seem to be landing right on top of the water, of the sort of like the rocky ridge. So we have to do a crew report. No, that's gonna get rid of it. Mystery goo. No. Just got to wait for touchdown. We're only 200 feet above sea level. We're really, really close now. Speed it up a fraction for us. $80 meters, 70 meters, 60 meters, 50 meters, 40, 30, 20. We're doing 5.3 meters per second. Landing into water. We saved the rocket. Wow, that was a bit loud, but I think it worked. Observe the materials in the material bay while in Kerbal's water. That's earned us a bit more science. Let's do a crew report. Yeah, come back to the crew report. Open that now. Which mystery goo have we not used? That one. Observe that one. That's another 4. Close it. So she'll do an EVA report while flying. It's good. Take all the data, store all the data. Get back on board. If I can rotate this. That's it. Crew report number 2. Oh, no. Try and balance it there. So you can do an EVA from the water, grab and board. Oh, it's rotated round. No, she can't get back in, but that's fine. We will recover her. And she's earned 4 science from it. No parts, and she's gaining XP. And if we hit there, and hit that. Oh, I don't think you need to fly to here, but you can recover it from there. So I didn't need to do that, but. And there we are, there's the 26.9 science earned. We've got a great deal of our money back because we were pretty close. And we saved that liquid fuel engine and the fuel tank, so that's 1500 we saved, and that's all good. So the money's gone up quite nicely there. Just hit there. We'll grab that contract ready, and we'll grab orbit. Are we ready to orbit yet? Probably not, so we won't take that one yet. And there we have it. We'll leave that as episode 1. And where do I go next? How can I improve that ship? Another altitude record and a distance record. How can I improve that ship? How can I make that ship fly a little bit better? I've got a few ideas, but I'd like to hear what you think. So do let me know. And until then, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then please consider giving me a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to hear about when I do some more videos. In the meantime, if you want to click on one of the other videos that I've done on a different game, then these are my latest ones. Please go ahead. Or if you click on the next video in this series, that'll take you directly to the next video in this series if I've done it and uploaded it. Thanks for watching.